Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We're pleased to be joined by Caden Besco of Northville Football. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Casey?
Well, of course, you just wrapped up your junior year of football. Obviously, not with the way that you wanted. I'm going to talk about that for a second. What was this season like?
Um, it was a great experience for me. So obviously I played baseball, so I joined a little late. But right when the baseball players got into that weight room, got in to start practicing, we all just clicked right away. Um, and I think that's why this season ending was so hard on all of us because we were such a tight group. These seniors, I've been playing with some of them since first grade. And then obviously my class, been playing. Freshman and sophomore year, we went undefeated, never lost a game. But yeah, I thought it went really well. We exceeded expectations. I think we were projected to finish sixth in the KLA. So that was great. We finished second behind Brighton, and we lost to Brighton by 3 points, block field goal. So we were right there to be in the conference championship game. So overall, I think it was an amazing season for all of us.
Yeah. So kind of talk about what position you play.
So it's an H back. It's kind of I line it close, right next to the tackle, more of like a tight end, but off the line, and then I line up at wide receiver too. I don't know. It's kind of like a hybrid position, tight end, wide receiver, do everything, block, catch.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, what was like how good was defensively for you guys? Because it just felt like you guys are pretty dominant.
Oh, absolutely. Our defense won us multiple games. Like we were talking before, that Heartland game, we were losing going into halftime. Our defense threw out a shutout in the second half. We scored and we won the game. Our defense this year, just every single time the offense stalled, they would go 3-and-out and we would go right back out there. They gave us so many opportunities, and that's why we won so many games. Obviously the Brighton game we lost. They only let up 17 points. So you couldn't have asked much more from the defense this year than what they gave.
Yeah. So going into just talk about you mentioned it. This program has you guys did a lot of things this program has not seen in a long, long time. What was that? What was that like to do that, and also to beat your biggest rival twice?
Yeah, that was awesome. The first time to bring the jug back home, that's an experience I'll never forget. And then to send them packing home in the playoffs. That was, great. We don't like those guys. They don't like us. And then obviously we beat Canton in the first time in forever. And we did it on their place on homecoming, which made it even better. And then like I was talking about before, Heartland, we never beat Heartland before. And we came out there and beat them. And no one is expecting us to win some of these games that we were going to this year. But that's why I think this group was so special because we exceeded everybody's expectations. And we did a lot of things that, like you said, Northville hasn't done in forever.
Yeah. So going into let's talk about the rest of the year. What is your plan? Because I know baseball season's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. So baseball season, baseball workouts started at 5:45 in the morning. So, I've been going to those for the past week. And then once football season starts, I might be starting to get back in, because, my group, we're going to have to be leaders, to the younger guys that are going to be on our team. So yeah, so pretty much just baseball from here until the end of the season. And then when football starts back up, get right back into that.
For sure. And obviously with going into the going into going into this going into the season, of course you guys are expecting a lot of players. Obviously you lose a lot of guys, and obviously the biggest news this week is you'll have a new head coach. So
Yeah.
I know we have not for people that may not know, I know that Coach Laddick stepped down at this week after 15 years at Northville. And obviously you saw the tributes that was that came out there on Twitter and Instagram and the rest of social media. It's been a tough week for you guys, but overall, what was it like to just be a part of it and have Coach Laddick coach you guys?
I mean, it's great. I mean, we all loved him. He all loved us. That's why he was such a good coach. Just not a football coach, but he also taught us so many life lessons that we'll never forget. Like you said, 15 years in the program. I mean, he deserves a retirement. It sucks because I loved him as a coach. But I know Mr. Smolsky, Dr. Weber, they'll bring in the best guy for us for next year.
For sure. All right, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
All right, sounds good.
Let's see. Do you have any football superstitions?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of like, I mean, I go out for home games at least. I get there a little bit early, go sit on the bench, just listen to music before the game, and then, eating. Me and a couple other guys that were on varsity last year as sophomores, we sit in the same spot every single game. So I guess that's kind of my really only superstition is that. So.
All right. Also, what's on your game day playlist?
Oh, it's mostly rap, Polo G, Little Baby, practically those two, as a majority. I mean, there's a couple other artists sprinkled in, but those are probably my two favorite.
Let's see. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, probably to be able to teleport. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Teleport wherever you need to go.
For sure. And the last thing is, what is something people might not know about you?
I'm actually when I'm not playing sports, I like to travel. I've been to like 10 plus countries. I've been to every single state. So yeah, I like
every single state.
Yeah. What'd you say?
How old are you?
I just turned 17 in August.
That's really impressive.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's nice sometimes to take a break from sports, even though that's my life. But that's pretty much something that doesn't.
Well, Caden, Besco, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and congrats on a great football season. Best of luck in baseball. We'll have you on again sometime.
All right. Thank you, Casey.